When it comes to LinkedIn, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For the most part, I hear it's too stuffy, it's confusing, it's boring, and it's just outright not sexy. Listen, I hear you on those things. And the other thing that tends to come out of people's mouth is that, oh my gosh, it's so spammy. People feel like they're getting blown up in their DMs on LinkedIn with a bunch of spammy messages. I hear you, I see it all the time. And honestly, send them my way because I can help them. But if you're looking to send better messages on LinkedIn, then I want you to take a closer look at this video. What's up, you guys? My name is Lindsay Mitro-Seelys. I'm a LinkedIn coach, mentor, expert, and agency owner. And today I want to give you a few tips on how to send better messages on LinkedIn. First, we're going to start with the 3 biggest mistakes people are making on LinkedIn, and then I want to share with you how to send better messages if that might be you. Listen, I started off doing this as well. I was in sales in my corporate job and I didn't know where I was going with this, but I've been able to refine and hone this craft so much better over the years, and I want to share my tips with you, especially if you're an entrepreneur looking to get in front of your ideal clients, leads, audience members on LinkedIn. Let's start with the 3 most common mistakes people are making on LinkedIn when it comes to sending messages. The first one is a copy, pasted, and canned message that someone would send over and over and over again. Long story short, it's just not personalized. If you've been on the receiving end of this, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not personalized. Maybe it's very clear that someone has not even looked at your profile, and that offends us. We want to make sure that we are personalizing our messages as we send them. The second mistake I see people making is there's a lack of intention. No one knows why you want to connect in the first place. We want to make sure that we're giving someone the intention as to why we want to connect with them. Again, I have to say, if you're watching this video and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this has been me, trust me, I've been there too. No judgment whatsoever. But now we know better. Now we know how to separate ourselves from the rest and do a better job when it comes to sending LinkedIn messages. The third mistake I see people making is that they like to say the people that they have in common with you. Typically what happens for someone who is receiving that type of message is it sparks, there's no really immediate reason for me to connect with you based on having a connection with someone else in common. If you're like most people on LinkedIn, we started this profile when we were in college, when we were getting our first job, or whatever, 12 years ago, and we connected with anyone and everyone because we didn't really know what to do on the platform. So you have a lot of connections likely in your network that you've never talked to, you really don't know who they are. And so when someone calls that out in a message, it doesn't really feel like genuine, authentic, and if we don't know them, there's really no basis for us to connect back with you anyway. 3 things you want to try instead when you're sending messages on LinkedIn moving forward. One is you want to personalize each message you send. Take just a few minutes, even a few seconds, to look at someone's profile before you send them a connection message request, or you send a message at all when you are reaching out for the reasons that you are. Second tip I have for you is that you communicate your intention behind the connection request you're sending. If you're going to take this approach, make sure that once you've done the research and personalized the message, you want to state the intention for why you want to connect with someone. If you truly feel that someone is an ideal client of yours and you know you can help them, then state that in the connection message. I have to preface this with sales is sales is sales. It's a numbers game. Not everybody's going to connect back with you just based on this message alone, but it does make sure that you are staying authentic and true to yourself and very clear as to why you feel you want to connect with someone. I also have to say some of this is testing. You might see that this is working or maybe it's not and you need to readjust and change direction, but this is always a great way to be honest, upfront, and authentic with why you want to connect with someone in the first place. And the third tip I have for you is, again, to make sure you take a little bit of time in getting to know your prospect, your ideal client, and this person you are about to connect with. Check out their content, see what they're about, see the people they like and follow on the platform. This is going to give you an opportunity to get to know them a little bit better. This can help you in so many ways of business and in sales, not just making a connection with someone, but to continue building an authentic relationship with them as well. If you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with any other entrepreneur friends that you have who are trying to leverage LinkedIn for leads, sales, and business purposes.